No, I saw the second probe. If you see the second probe, it's a dead giveaway. It's a cannon rush. Or like something cheesy. And since he stole my gas, I had to pull the boys. Can't do another response when you... But that should have been a hold, to be honest, though. Because that cannon rush was really poorly positioned. I just... Yeah. Maybe it's not poorly positioned, actually. I've never seen anyone do it like that on that map. So maybe there was reason behind it, but it seemed kind of bad. Loco tilted? No. If you get tilted by a little cannon rush, you need to, like, you know, just chill for a little bit. I've already forgotten about that game. That game didn't even happen. It's the long games that tilt me, okay? The ones that, like, take, like, 30 minutes and you're losing for, like, the good 20 minutes of it. So you're just losing and losing and losing and losing. Those tilt me. Like, games that, like, last, like, 30 seconds. Those I don't mind. That's what she said. Wait, no. Stop it, Mr. Probe. This is my mineral. My mineral line. Get out. Hey, hey, hey! What did I just say? You little bitch. What are you doing? He's taking my minerals. They took my jobs. I'm gonna wreck you. Ooh, close call, mate. Close call. Try again, try again. I dare you. Try again. He's scared now. I saw him moving over to the third base. No warp gate upgrade yet. So I'm gonna send this OV back. Because it could definitely be a little bit of cheekiness. Okay, there's the probe. Okay, Overlord, and then 2 queens.
New subscriber detected.
What's going on, Depsy? Thank you for the support. Ovi? Oh, I started up at 28, not at 27. Thank you for the support. Yeah, this is a Stargate opener. No! Oh no! 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 Oh! Whew. That was close. Actually. Ovi? Where's Ovi? Ovi! There he is. Ooh, already a third? Hold down the drone button, boys. 4 SD, 4 SD, 4 SD. Wait, no. 4 QQ. I'm not running standard hotkeys. Really? You're being brave out with a couple of those units? Overlords. What the no? What the? What were they doing? You see? What? Are you kidding me right now? Why did they? That's why my income was so low. I mean, heck. No, I actually meant. I take back my words. It happens, but it's pretty dumb. I rallied accidentally on a drone. I don't know for how long. Luckily, we make ourselves right now apparently to the Grizzly Hills, which is great. I think this is just gonna be a super quick hive from me. He's scouting like a maniac, though. I didn't want him to see my Spire timing, or my my infestation pit timing, rather. Since my opponent is just sort of sitting there, I'm gonna just go straight up towards the hive here and try to go up to Brute Lords. On 3 bases, he can't really properly go Skytles, which is why he's taking 4, huh? Okay. Whoa, shit. What happened here? Huh? I have no idea how he even got those. Oh yeah. Good thing I put the Greater Spire inside of the natural. I need to get that creep going again, though. What are you doing, Brenda? Oh, Dark Templar. Being run around like a fool. Brenda! Yeah, this is pretty shitty, to say the least. Where was that guy? I looked everywhere. What? I sent units over there. I swear I did. Jeez. Did I lose the infestation pit again? Guess I must have, with one of his war pins. So... Yeah, this is a little awkward right now. I have a decent army. No spellcaster or anything like that. Sometimes I dream about Zerg having anti-air units that are good. It's one of my dirty secrets. Don't tell anyone. I think that base is pretty much as good as dead. Do. My upgrades actually really suck, yeah. I don't know why I have so few. I had the sickest connections there. Reinforcing right now with Hydras, which seems like a good idea. I neuraled half his army.
Swarm forces under attack.
I lost all of my Infestors though, so I can't really remake them anymore, because you can see I'm broke as a joke. I don't think I can win here though. We did do a lot of damage there. We cleaned up his maxed out army. But I'm not quite in a game winning position, I don't think. Which is really unfortunate. But we can hopefully build on this. I think we have to go Brute Lords. What if he has the base in the top right? He could have that one. Oh yeah, he's got it.
forces under attack.
Okay, so guess this is my life now, huh? This is the basis, or the basis that we're gonna have. Oh, he's adding on Tempest again. So the issue is that I can't really easily get in there, because he's got like static defense everywhere. I think I have to assault his like old third base. But it's gonna be difficult though, because he's still got Stormy Boys, right? And Storm is really scary.
Swarm forces under attack. Swarm forces under attack. Hive cluster under direct assault. Swarm forces under attack. Additional Vespene gas required. Insufficient Vespene swarm forces under attack. Additional Vespene gas required. Need more Vespene gas. Swarm forces under attack. Insufficient Vespene gas. Additional Vespene gas required. Cluster expanded. Swarm forces under attack. Vespene gas. Insufficient.
Got a lot of minerals, guys.
Swarm forces under attack. Need Vespene guns. Mineral field exhausted. Swarm forces under attack. New birth queen.
Oh my god. How many storms do you have? Maybe I just need to add on more queens at this point. He can't have a lot of money.
Additional Vespene gas.
He's got more storms. I think I have to back off. Just back off. Just this is gonna go wrong.
Insufficient Vespene gas. Mutation complete. Birth successful. Insufficient energy.
No.
Hive cluster under direct assault. Swarm forces under attack. Insufficient energy.
He's got a dark shrine again.
Vespene gas required. Enemy assaulting drones. Insufficient. Hive cluster under attack.
Can't really defend those bases anymore though.
Need more Vespene gas. Swarm forces under attack.
Oh, he still has quite a few. Man. Protoss is really resilient. It's because of those shield batteries and stuff, but he can't have a lot of money. That is unfortunate. Was a very good game though. But sadly we ended up losing that. We were about this close to winning. But I couldn't break him because he had so much static defense everywhere. Like you may have noticed he wasn't throwing that many zealots at me. Like, he threw some, but he didn't go with that many. So at some point, he must have started spending all of his mineral income on just, like, tons and tons and tons of static defense. And I thought I could capitalize on it. But sadly, I just barely couldn't break it. Like, that was... How many bases did he have? All of the bases. I had all of my bases as well, I guess. We were mostly fighting over the outer ones. Didn't really get those up and running. But yeah, that was very, very, very close. One big mistake for me was not having upgraded Zerglings. I didn't have the gas anymore though in the late game, so I don't really know if it was a mistake, but I wish I upgraded those because Zergling run-bys could have changed the battle there 100%. It's just that when you have unupgraded Zerglings, like they just don't do enough damage in order to go for the run-bys. Zerg kind of lacks anti-air though. Like the only option you really have is, I guess, going Corruptors, which is the only like viable option. They're obviously very good. I always joke about it, but I really do wish, like, Scourge would be a thing. Like, we dealt with his air units fine. But I really wish, like, Scourge was a thing. They can take the Infestor entirely. I don't mind. I just want Scourge, please. Please. That'd be way more fun. Since I was forced to sit around on Roach Ravager, like, here's the thing. On this map, you can't really push. So, like, these ramps over here are really good for defense, especially for Protoss. So you can see, like, his... building positioning over here is also just to like aid and funnel units even more. So generally speaking, you can't really push a Protoss here on 3 bases. A Protoss that's on 3 bases, that is. So you can't really get aggressive until 4. But with the recent new ladder season, they made the 4th base tighter too. They added these rocks. I don't know if they redid some of these bridges. I'm not entirely sure. But I know they redid this little segment over here. And then I definitely know that they added rocks too. So like, it's become more and more of a macro map because no race can really push on this map so easily. I guess Protoss kind of can push, right? But, I mean, they still don't really like going on creep on, like, a big 3-base push. So, this map tends to go into macro games. Most of the time, I win my Zerg versus Protosses before the late game. I have a tough time playing late game, but I think I did a pretty good job here. Yeah, he started running me around like a fool at this point. That was really well done by him. Like, he played... Like, honestly, this guy played exceptionally well. He was playing extremely well at this point in the game. So, my idea was to go back towards Neural Parasite. I almost had, you know, his entire Skytools army neuraled there. Now, he started storming like a maniac as soon as that happened. That's the engagement that's coming up here in a little bit. I should start up another Infestation Pit there in a second when I realized mine had died. So, he was doing lots of Zealot harass initially, but then he, like, stopped doing it entirely. So I thought actually that he was planning on like ending the game with like one of these big timing attacks with the mothership. But I guess he wasn't really feeling too confident. I mean, corrosive balls are still really scary. So he sees me making Corruptors and he switches towards Void Rays right now. This mostly just became a battle all about multitasking though. But I guess when I started like puking over all of his bases with Corruptors, he started also putting down way more static defense. Which ultimately, I guess, cost me to lose. I would have rather seen him continue to Zealot harass. I should have taken these gases instantly. There's no reason to mine this base other than gas. So I saved it right here from the Immortals. He was sacrificing those because he didn't need them anymore. Do I have those Infestors? No, Infestors actually were a little bit later. I think I could have made those sooner. I definitely could have made those Infestors sooner. Yeah. You don't need that many. I think I made like 8. It just takes a while for them to get enough energy and before you get like the Neural Parasite upgrade and stuff done. I honestly, I'm thinking about it right now. I think I should have never allowed him to have this base. The thing is, could I have really denied it, right? So I see him taking it. I sent my Corruptors over there. I have Brute Lords at this point. I don't know, man. When there's many shield batteries are over here, I don't know if I could really stop that. But I think I probably should have tried at least a little bit harder. Yeah, I see him, like, with all the shield batteries over there. And it's a lot. Like, that's like another, like, 30 supply worth of Protoss, it feels like. Yeah, he just adds on so many. So I get rid of my Roaches here like he got rid of his Immortals. Replaced them with additional Corruptors. And here's the battle that I thought I could capitalize with.
New subscriber detected.
Thank you, Grabstock. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Alright, here's the battle. So I want to have my Infestors coming in from another angle so he doesn't see them. Right? Because there's a good chance he's going to throw a tag, like a Revelation, on my Corruptors. So I send in the Infestors from the back. And he doesn't see this until it's too late. So what is the Protoss gut instinct? Storm! Storm! Keep Storm! Storm! Storm, by the way, does not stack. Storm! Storm! Anyway, so this fight was great. Absolutely kill everything. Well, not everything, but close to everything. And I thought I could use this to, like, capitalize straight for the victory, though. Raining Corrosive Balls, target firing down with Corruptors. This fight was great. Got so much damage. And somehow, some way, I didn't win from this position. Now, here was my thought process. I thought if I could take him to this base, and I can cut him off this ramp, I can kill his natural and his main. And that almost happened, but it barely didn't. I think I may have wanted to wait for just a little bit longer here for my Hydras, but then again, then I give him another warp in round 2, so I'm not sure exactly if that's great. Anyways, I go Hydras here because I can guarantee you he goes for the Corruptor counter, right? So he goes for a lot of Void Rays or Carriers. Hydras are okay against those if they're not like grouped up and stacked up. So we get a lot of damage done here. I keep him at bay, but we don't quite win. Like, I win this battle again. But I sadly don't quite get to kill the entire main base. And this is where, like, Zergling upgrades would have helped a lot. The Zerglings, like, I don't know, they're kind of trash. Now look at this. This is the moment where he already took bottom left and top right. So he had the foresight to make those. Even recalls a couple of probes there. And I actually didn't see this. This is by far my biggest error. He had those running for way longer than I thought. Oof. So I see this base about like 2 minutes or so into it mining. Which is bad. Should have seen that before it. And likewise, I see this one like another couple of minutes later. But this one was up and running sooner than that. Very, very nicely done by him. That's a very strong play, honestly. Yeah, so that's ultimately what cost me the game. He can start up another bank, he can get more gas. He was keeping me occupied in the center, though, feigning attacks all the time, which probably was steering me away from those corners, which is why I wasn't checking earlier. I thought he wanted to go for, like, a last-ditch push. But every time he attacks up a ramp, he backs off. It's very well done. In Zerg versus Terran, it's much more common for Terran to try and take those bases on the outer edges. Most of the time, Protoss doesn't. And what I do against Terran usually is just burrow Zerglings. I do it over here as well, but I do it too late. I should have done this before, you know, it got up and running. Yeah, he played a bit of a gamble of a mind game, I suppose. But I mean, at this point, like, it's all about, like, who makes mistakes first, right? And I end up being the one who makes a lot of mistakes here. Well, not a lot, but I made a couple. Just my scouting was not as good as I wanted it to be. So I kill a Nexus here, but at the cost of, like, a bunch of Hydras. I thought I was still in such a good position, though. Like, this battle over here was super close. Finally start nibbling through aesthetic defense, but he warped in a couple of High Templar. And you can see that gas that he had. I mean, he's waiting for warp-in routes right now. He's got lots and lots of money. I'm completely broke on gas. Like, I can make Zerglings here, but, like... Yeah, whoop-de-doo. Right? Like, what is Zergling gonna do? And he gets tons and tons of extra storms in because of those outer bases. Oh, we're getting better, guys. I really am getting better. I think I'm playing some of the best StarCraft I've ever played. And that's not to pat myself on the back, but it's just that I've never really been particularly great at playing against maxed out armies and microing like 4 different army control groups and all that. We're getting better. I just need to stay on point with my scouting. And I need to stay on point with like my multitasking in the late game as well. It's not like my multitasking was particularly bad here. I think we've been doing a pretty good job, you know, getting lots of buttons going into the game, but there's one DT, man. Ooh, he was having a field day. Yeah, excellent game. Well done. GG's. Much deserved. Here's the final battle. I think it's worthwhile, by the way, going into your replays after you lose, even if it's a frustrating one. I know I don't always follow this rule myself, but oftentimes it is worth going into the replays and figuring out what was going on. So it's a pretty clear mistake here that he just had that base for too long. Like those 2 bases, top left, bottom right. Or no, other way. Top right, bottom left. It was, yeah, he had those up and running for too long.